Hello my gorgeous little babes out there, and welcome. In today's video I'm going to test and play with the new Nomad Cosmetics palette. This is the Monteverde Cloud Forest palette. I'm very excited. It's super tropical and colorful, so I can't wait to get into this. I think I may create a couple looks with this, maybe just one. We'll see how much time I have, as well as do swatches and let you guys know what I think about the formula. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty. And I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot of indie makeup. So if that's what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. So I am just feeling extra tropical, very colorful. I just wanted to match the theming of this palette. But if you don't know about Nomad Cosmetics, they are an indie brand based out of the US, and all their makeup products are based on travel destinations. So they go and they travel somewhere, they get inspiration, and they create a palette or makeup product that is inspired by that place, and then they always give back to that place as well, like some kind of foundation or charity, which I think is super amazing. But this right here is so cute. Now this is the outer packaging that's still on it, but I just wanted to show you, I have like the little openings to highlight the animals that are on the palette. I think that is adorable. This goes for $44. It's available on their website. You can only get it at Nomad's website from what I know. And then here is the inner packaging. The actual palette itself, it's super colorful and it definitely reflects what is in the palette. So I love that. And then here is the back of it. And then inside, it has a really big mirror, and then here are the shades. Like, look how colorful and bright. Some almost look neon-y. They just look so pretty. There's depth in here. There's a lot of beautiful shimmers. The also cool thing about this is you can buy the shadows as singles. You're trying it out. So if you don't want the whole palette and there's only certain colors that really like stood out to you that you wanted to pick up, you can do that for $5 each on the singles. And the description on this one says there are 12 flourishing mattes, 6 luminescent shimmers inspired by the one-of-a-kind wildlife wonderful Monteverde Cloud Forest. It's infused with guava seed oil to help keep the skin soft and supple. It's cruelty-free, vegan, 100% plastic-free, which is also really, really amazing. And then they're gonna give back with the launch of this palette. They're giving back to the Monteverde Cloud Forest Preserve, which they are the ones making sure that this beautiful forest is intact, keeping the ecosystem, like, you know, all together, the plants, the animals that exist within it. And this is a very special forest. It says there's only 1% of forests that remain on Earth that are classified as a cloud forest. So they're trying to protect it as much as they can, and they are giving back with this launch to that preserve. So I think that is super amazing. And if you don't know, the Monteverde Cloud Forest is located in Costa Rica. I totally forgot to mention that, but I would love to go to Costa Rica one day. I heard that is a beautiful place, and I am a tropical kind of girl. I love island life, so one day I'm gonna make it there and take a little vacation. But that was all the info about this beautiful palette right here. I want to just crack into it and create a look. I'll try to do 2. If I can't, I'll let you know, but I think I'll have enough time to do 2. So let's get a little closer. So my hair's pulled back. I have my little tropical, colorful bird earrings on. It just so matches this palette. But I'm gonna go into the matte Painterly Paint Pot in Soft Ochre to prime my lids, because I haven't put a primer on yet. So I did not set my primer, in case you're wondering. I never do. And I'm gonna take this rougher brush, number 13, that's actually clean, because I picked up some more of these brushes during the rougher sale. But I'm thinking an all matte look for this one, which is very rare. Maybe I'll do like a shimmer in the inner corner. But I wanna start off with the shade called Violet Savarin. I think that's how you say the shade name, but this very vivid purple right here. And I'm gonna take that through the crease with this little brush. I'm gonna dust off the excess, because the shadows tend to be on the powdery side, and they're definitely more on the buildable end. I don't know. I'm a sucker for Nomad. I always pick up their palettes. Like, I just can't deny their stuff. I love the theming. I love what they're all about and that they give back. So I just think that's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do the packing motion because I feel like if not, this is gonna get patchy. Just purples can be like that. So I'm just slowly packing that through the crease. It's gonna be a pretty prominent shade in the look. So I'm just doing that, and then I'll softly like blend out the edges. It's the best way to work with these kind of shades. So I'm gonna go over that with the orchid shade right here, this pink. I'm gonna use that to blend out the edges just to get things diffused. I'm using the same brush, the Rephr number 13 brush, and I'm just using that very softly on the edges, because that's the best way to get like a more difficult shadow to be more diffused, by just going in with like a lighter shadow to blend the edges. So that's what I'm doing. Plus I want to bring a little pink into this look, and this shade is also quite pigmented. Now I want to do a half cut crease. I haven't done that in a long time, but I want to do a bunch of different colorful mattes on the lid too. So I want to help amplify them by putting it down some concealer. So I'm just gonna cover like just to this part with concealer. So that's a decent half cut crease, I'd have to say. So now I'm gonna go into Glass Wings, which is this deep green matte, and I'm gonna use that on the outer edge here. Just gonna stamp it on and fuse it into that, you know, purple on the outer corner. So I'm gonna take this nice new clean Rephr 28 brush, and I'm gonna go into Green Spiny Lizard. And I think we're just gonna like slowly do the gradient with the greens. So I'm gonna pack that on here, just in the center, bring it up to the, you know, edge of that cut crease. We have, just fill in everything. Now going into Green Snake, which is a more brighter green, and using that here. It's very bright, but not neon per se. I feel like it's still a little darker than a neon. It's just very bright green, and it's really pretty, and it's going on really nicely in that inner lid right here. I'm just fusing it into the mid-tone green, just cleaning this brush off, and now going into Toucan, the yellow, and that is what I'm going to use in the innermost portion. And I'm just gonna stamp that in there. It's definitely gonna give, you know, that inner corner brightness. This one's a little bit more sheer. I can see it's kind of like, you know, more dusty and just not as pigmented as the other ones, but it's still going on really nicely. I think this yellow would probably do really well over like more of a light base, like a white base. So I'm going to do some blue on the bottom. I'm going to go into a blue Morpho, and I'm going to take this small little like dense flat brush. It's like a little short flat shader brush, and I'm going to stamp that down here. Bring some blue goodness. Oh wow, that's pretty. And I'm just going to really pack that down here. So I'm gonna go into one more shade. I think I'm gonna keep it all matte. I'm loving how this is coming out. So I'm gonna go into this lighter blue, and I actually looked up how to say this word. It's Resplendent Quetzal, which is a bird, I believe. And I just have to know how to say that, because I did not want to butcher that, which I probably still butchered it anyways. But I'm gonna use that in just the inner portion of the lower lash line to bring some, you know, brighter, lighter blue up here. And I might pull more yellow in the inner corner, and that's it for this. I love how this came out. All right, so that is it for all the shades. I do feel like that yellow was able to brighten the inner corner, even though it's a little bit more on the sheer side. So I'm gonna work on the blend a little bit, do my lashes, mascara, waterline, lippy, all that, and I will be right back to show you guys the finished look. All right, I'm back, and here is the finished look. Just a little up close shot so you can see how everything finally turned out. I'm actually really loving this all matte look, and I'm usually a fan of shimmers, but you know what? Sometimes all matte looks are just perfect. Like, I love how pigmented everything came out. Like, all the shadows did so well, and I'm just loving the mix of like all the colors. It's very tropical and fun. But what I did off camera was I went in with the LA Girl Shockwave liner and electric, this blue one. It matched the blue down here perfectly, and I took a little bit of the LA Girl Shockwave liner and Scream It, but I used a little in the inner portion to match it with the green, not the green, the yellow inner corner. I used the Beauty For Real High Def mascara, new fave, and I also went in with the Huda Beauty Life Liner Quick and Easy liner just to do a wing. And then I also took the Tower 28 lip gloss, and I used the lip liner from Juvia's Place. So the shade I have in the lip liner is Sweet Nothing, and then the lip gloss is in Almond. So I use these two. I wanted something a little bit more juicy and nude on the lips. But that was everything for this look, and I do feel like I want to do a second one so I can play with some of the shimmers in here. So let's get into it. And I primed my eyes again with the Matte Painterly Paint Pot. Did not set it. I think I'm going to start off with Jaguar the orange, since I did not use that in the first look, and I want to make sure I use more shades. So I'm going to use that as the initial transition. Of course, I got some green on my lens because I'm swatching shades, trying to figure out what I want to do. But whoa, great pigmentation again. I'm going to clean this brush off and go into Toucan and use the yellow on the edge of the orange just to get a blend. I just love doing this with yellow shades in a palette. It just does something for the look. Going to go into the shade called Glass Wings. Hopefully this doesn't muddy up. I'm gonna use the same brush. Just gonna use a color switch, and we'll see how this works out. And we're just gonna concentrate that on the outer corner as the like deepening shade. It's a very deep green, very deep kind of cool tone green. So hopefully it doesn't look weird against this, you know, warm tone crease, which I think it's fine. It has really good depth to it too. I'm not really bringing it too much into the crease. Now I want to get into the shimmers. I'm not sure what I want to do in the lower lash line yet, but I do want to go into Cloud Canopy. It's like a dingy greenish silver is how I would describe it. There's some greenness to it, but I'm gonna pick it up on this Rephr 28 brush, my favorite flat shader brush. It picks up super well on the brush, but I am gonna wet it. I'm not gonna use any glitter primer today in this look. I'm just, you know, not feeling the effort right now. And I'm gonna put that closest to the, you know, deep green that we have in the outer corner. So I feel like that silver is kind of making the outer corner look a little bit more black. I feel like we're getting kind of in like Halloween territory, but it's okay. So now I'm gonna go into Hanging Bridge. This is a like kind of murky green, but it has a pink shift to it. Like you can see it in the pan, and I just thought it looked so pretty. So we're gonna use that in the inner portion, and I did wet it. And I'm just gonna see how that looks. I don't know if it's picking up, but there's so much pink to this. Wow, this is really pretty. I love shades like this. Maybe I can capture it. Can you guys see? There's like a pink shift. It's so pretty. I love these kind of shades. So I want to pop some green on the bottom. I feel like the look needs a little bit more green. So I'm going to go into Green Spiny Lizard on the bottom. And I'll probably take Glass Wings, the deeper green, on the outer edge. Do that right here. I just feel like we need it more green to make the shimmer shades have more green to them. So I'm just really packing that on here. Now going into the deep Glass Wing shade on the outer corner. Packing that on, connecting it up here. So I want to take a little bit of shimmer right in this inner portion right here, and I want to take the shade called Green Mountain. It's like a deeper, almost kind of tealy green, and I'm going to pick it up with the same brush I was using, the green on the lower lash line, and I'm going to wet it so we can avoid having any like shimmer fall out, or at least try to. Oh, never mind. This is more of a green than a teal. What was I thinking? But, ooh, that's so pretty, and it's meshing into that green matte down here really nicely. I'm really liking this palette. I think this might be a favorite. Now I want to do my inner corner highlight, and I want to go into the Wildlife Wonderful. It's a lime green, and if you guys have been watching me, you know I love a lime green in the inner corner. It's my fave, so I'm going to wet it. Use this pencil brush and put it right there because that needs to be on my face. Ooh, that's pretty. It's very sparkly and I am a fan. So that is it for the shadows that I'm going to use from this palette. I'm loving the pop of green in the inner corner. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do, you know, my liner, mascara, figure out something for my lips. And then I will be right back to show you the completed look. All right, my loves, I'm back. Here is the finished look. Give you a little preview, show you up close. You can really see how it turned out. I think it looks really cool. So I decided to add some gems. I was just in that mood and I was feeling a little creative. So I added some of these orange gems up here, some green ones over here by the wing. Decided to do a little bit more of an exaggerated wing and more of a fox eye. I don't normally do that with my liner, but I just wanted to do something different today. And I've been getting more like adventurous and trying like, you know, different like makeup styles. But what I did off camera was I went in with the Huda Beauty liner, the Life Liner Quick and Easy. I did use my new fave, the Beauty For Real mascara again. And then for the waterline, I went in with the LA Girl Shockwave liner and Gotcha. And then the gems, like I said, I'll link the gems because I got them off of Amazon and they're super cheap and I have a bunch of like different colors and it's just fun. Sometimes you just want, you know, a little bit of extraness in your look. And then for my lips, I went in with the Buxom Full Force lipsticks and Fly Girl and Icon. I kind of mix them together. It's a peachy nude. I just wanted to keep it chill on the lips on this look. And that was it. That was everything for this second look. So I am ready to like zoom out a little bit and give you guys my final thoughts on this. So I would have to say that this is the best palette Nomad Cosmetics has come out with so far. This totally matches my preference when it comes to makeup. It's colorful, it's bright, there's so many different shades that you can work with, and I feel really inspired when I look at it because I can see so many different looks that I could do with this, and I love the bright pops in here. And I do feel like the matte formula is even more pigmented than normal. Most Nomad palettes are on the buildable end when it comes to their mattes. You have to layer them up, but these, like right when I put on the eyes, they were very pigmented. Even the lighter ones, like I was very shocked, but I love that. That's what I prefer when it comes to mattes. Like it's just amazing, and they're also quite blendable. All the mattes were able to lay on one another. I didn't have any patchiness issues, and I'm just really happy with how both of my looks turned out. I also do really love these metallics in here. They're really sparkly, but lately Nomad has been doing really special like sparkles in their palettes, and I really love this more muted dingy green, and it has like a green shift, which I think is so unexpected and fun. I just love these kind of shades, and then the other ones are just so like intense and sparkly and fun. And of course I'm happy that there's a lime green shade. Like I'm really digging the formula in here, the color story, the execution, and the deep mattes are actually at that depth, because most Nomad palettes, like the deepest shades aren't really truly that deep once you put them on your eyes. So this was just so good and performed so well. And I'm such a fan. I want to create so much more looks with this. I'm just really happy with how everything turned out. But you guys will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you pick up this palette? Did you pass on it? Have you tried Nomad? Do you like the looks that I created? Like, what's up? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video and you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will link the palette where you can find it. If I can find any codes, I'll put that in the description. I will also link the rest of my makeup that I'm wearing, like what's on my face, in case you're curious. I will also have other Nomad videos that I did, like other reviews, if you're interested in watching my other videos. And I will also have my contact and my social media media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_beauty. And I do a lot of other content on those platforms, like different stuff than what I do here on this channel, like different looks and all that. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really, really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, supporting my channel, being amazing. And I just love you guys all so much. But I just hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And I'm just sending you all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.